Welcome back to the Second Nature Upholstery channel. Today we're going to be exploring how Larry here creates a sample board for a client. So in this scenario, Larry is actually screwing in the top piece, and this is the top of the booth there. So what they're going to be doing is creating some booths for this client for a restaurant called It'll Do. So once that top piece is in there, that separates the two sections. So that's one sample, all right, that he's focusing on there. He's showing how it's going to be a concaved booth, kind of in the shape of an M, and that empty wood board part there is going to be where another sample is going to go. So this is not like a sample of how the booth is actually going to look, but rather just so the client can pick out which fabric they want to use. All right, so he pulls out the foam there. He's getting that together. He marked the line. He's bringing this back in over to the table. He's pulling out his fabric. All right, so this is a vinyl upholstery fabric. Very durable, very sturdy, okay? Most of the restaurant booths, they use this type of fabric here. So he's just drawing out a chalk line there, getting his lines good so he can get those straight cuts. All right, you see him going through just like that. All right, he's going to gather back his material here, and he's going to take it into the back area and get to work. All right, so he's laying it out there. All right, he's going to start back tacking. So he's just getting that vinyl fabric to be tacked against the wood there. All right, so he's shooting the staples in. You can see there on the right side of the screen, he's got the foam in the yellow and the Dacron in the white. The reason why we use Dacron in the upholstery industry is because Dacron is a synthetic material that quickly dries. Okay, so you'll put it in a material and it helps to wick that moisture away so that you don't have that mold growth. And that's perfect, for a restaurant where you have customers who may spill a drink from time to time, or maybe you have that hot summer moisture coming in, that humidity, and prevents the mold growth and all the nastiness. So it's really helping your investment. So you can see he's tacking down the foam there, and he's really tucking it in there. He wants to get it tucked in so the customer has a real good idea of what it's going to look like. We want to show kind of a good representation of the crowning, all right? And that's also why he uses the Dacron material, because the Dacron actually will give the booth a crown to it, all right? So it'll give that cushion a crown, and it's pretty standard, for the booths. They're not just straight up and down. Most booths that you sit against, the backing is rounded, and that's what we call a crown. So that's why we also use Dacron, right? You can see he's making quick work of that. He's pulling that down there, and you'll see he's bringing over the clamp there. He just wants to clamp it down so he can really be as accurate as possible, right? So he's going to tack that down there. And the other good thing about the Dacron and also the vinyl upholstery fabric is that when used in concession with each other, the Dacron first and foremost helps to fill all the little nooks and crannies so you don't have wrinkles in your fabric. Right, so those wrinkles you see there right now on that vinyl upholstery, they're going to go away in just a minute. Right, so he's laying that wood piece there, and he's just covering up those staples there, all right? It's an extra level of sturdiness and of protection there. The vinyl upholstery itself is a super strong elastic material, okay? And so when used with Dacron, you get a really, really smooth finish, and you'll see as he moves forward here what I'm talking about. All right, so he's gonna just get that taut in there, pull nice and good. All right, so he's got to get that down there, and he'll start tacking that down as well. All right, and he's just gonna go section by section. All right, there we go. He's pulling that down there as well, and he'll clean up all of those little frays and loose pieces of fabric before showing this to the client. At Second Nature Upholstery, we really take great pride in the quality of the work that we do. So Larry here has been working with Ralph for quite a long time, and Ralph has been in the industry. He's the owner of Second Nature. He's been in the industry since he was 15 years old, and this is what he's been doing every day for the last 35 years. Ralph is a master at his craft. It really is an art form, and so Larry here has been his apprentice, all right, for quite a while, and is now taking on kind of a style of his own, which we really appreciate. So once he gets that pulled down there, you'll start to see that vinyl fabric is starting to look very clean there, very smooth in the front, no wrinkles. And that's the great thing about this fabric, is that it can just be kind of manipulated and stretched to look as great as possible. And we love using this fabric. And then the Dacron is always necessary. We put the Dacron in the majority of our clients' projects, unless we don't need it for the project. Dacron is super versatile, super great material. It's quick drying and it's moisture wicking, and it gives depth to your cushions. Pulling in those last little bits there, he's getting that all finished up. He's gonna cut that to be able to get it down nice and good there, and he's gonna start pulling that down. Alright, he's going to get that stapled in there. He's going to tack that down. Yep, he's going to put his nice wood trim there. Alright, and so that's what it looks like. You can see that has a crown to it. Alright, that vinyl fabric is nice and smooth there, no wrinkles in it. And that's what the client is going to see, so they can choose which fabrics that they want to use. If do they want to use the channeled fabric there, kind of going with that old style, or do they want to use the more modern and standard vinyl fabric? If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and like and subscribe. We always appreciate the love and support that you guys show to us. We're looking to grow our channel and grow our business. Like I said, Ralph has been in the industry for over 35 years. He really is a master at his craft. This really is an art style. Upholstery is a dying art, and we're looking to save it and also save the planet. We're big on recycling. If you bring your items to us, we bring them back to life. You don't have to send them to the dump. You don't have to spend more money buying new things. So that's us. That's Second Nature. That's what we stand for. Until then, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.